Welcome to Mishna, studying Masechet Pesachim, Perek Bet Mishnah. Hey, over here in this Mishnah, I'm going to discuss what can be used for matzah on Pesach. Right? So parenthetically, only grains, only things that can be used that become hametz on Pesach can be used to fulfill the obligation of eating matzah. Right? So we'll see in this Mishnah, wheat could be used as wheat flour. That can become hametz. It turns into bread. It rises. Right? Therefore, you're allowed to use matzah made from wheat flour to go ahead and that you could fulfill that obligation on the Seder with matzah. But rice, for example, rice doesn't rise. It can't become hametz. Therefore, you cannot go ahead and use rice matzah for your Seder. That doesn't work for matzah during the Seder. Right? So this is what we're going to discuss, and it's going to be the 5 grains. These are the things that a person can be yotzeh with, right? Fulfills obligation on Pesach. What are these 5 grains, right? For matzah, to eat matzah with. Bachitin, ubaseurin, ubakusemin, ubashibot shual, ubashifon. Right? A person can use wheat, barley, spelt, oats, and rye. Right? Those are the 5. Now, uba demai, a person go ahead and use demai, right? Something else, safek, whether truma or trumot masot taken from it. Maaser rishon shnitla tumato, maaser rishon whose truma was taken from it. Maaser shni vekdesh nifnu, maaser shni vekdesh that were redeemed. Uvakonim, right? So again, all these we explained already in Masechet Berachot and Masechet Shabbat. If you remember what we said there, you'll understand more the nuances of this Mishnah. Kohanim b'hala u'batruma. Kohanim are allowed to go ahead and use hala and truma. Hala meaning the portion that is set aside for the kohanim, from the dough, right? Anytime we bake, we have to set aside a certain portion for the kohanim, right? It's not actual, hametz bread over here. It's talking about challah that we separate for the kohen. But teruma, and they'll use their teruma. Right? You could have thought that you need to have something that is fit for everyone. You could have thought that. No, but we learn from here that the kohanim are allowed to use what's appropriate for them. Aval lo batevil. You cannot use tevil, right? Tevil is something that trumot will not taken from. Lo maaser rishon shelo nitla trumato. Or if you have maaser rishon, right, that's supposed to go to Levi. Truma wasn't taken from it yet. You're not allowed to go ahead and use that. Lo maaser shni vekdesh shelo niftu. Or maaser shni vekdesh that were not redeemed. Halot todah or kiken azir. If you have halot todah, right? Halot todah were made of massah. So you had these for the korban todah. They were made of matzot, 40 matzot. Or kiken nazir, also right. These matzot of the nazir. Asa'an la'atzmo. If he made it for himself, en yotzeh bahim. You're not allowed to go ahead and use them for Pesach. Why? We have a derasha. We say ushmartem et matzot. Right? You have to be shomer. Right? Keep the matzot. Right? I mean, it's talking about the Hag Matzot. But what do we learn from here? Matzah mishtameret l'shem matzah. Right? You need to have matzah that's made with the intention of matzah. Right? Yatzah zo she'ena mishtameret l'shem matzah ela l'shem zevach. And these are excluded because they were made for the korban, right? For the korban mincha, and not for your matzah obligation. But limkor bashuk yotzeh bahim. If a person made it in order to sell it in the shuk, you go, I'm going to have it, I'll sell it to the shuk. People are coming up and they'll buy my matzot for their korban, right? For their korban, they want to use it for their korban mincha. Let them use it. So in that case, a person in the back of his mind is, subconscious or even is consciously thinking, if I don't sell it, I'll use it for myself. And therefore, because he's thinking that, he's allowed to go ahead and use those on Pesach.